family. So I am here waiting to get I said I wasn't gonna buy takeout, I was gonna go cook. But the attacks at the house was so ridiculous that I'm out here getting some stuff done. I did go to the police station and I have a feeling, because I know my life is monitored, I know that they're probably expecting me. I think they were. Anyway, the officer that was there was so respectful and so polite, this tall Indian gentleman. And I explained to him, and I know when I get upset I speak quickly, so I don't know if I was clear, but I explained to him what had happened on my run today with the officer that tried to reverse and block me with his car. And he was kind of moving around like he was going to check his, because this particular police station is a community police station, so it's not big and it's not always, there's not a lot of people there, but there was 4 police cars outside, so I'm assuming maybe they were downstairs. He was going to check and see who the officer might be. And then I said to him, I'm going to call the body that oversees the conduct of police officers, if that's what I have to do, but I'm going to go running tomorrow. Just let him know. I said, I'm going to go run tomorrow. So I'm just letting you know. Anyway, that's how that went down. So yeah, I'm here. It is raining. I'm sick. I think what happened with this officer is like it's a consistent theme in my life. Like I said this before, I present as being as grown as I am and as old as I am. I sometimes come across as being naive, like I don't have sense, right? And it really is, and I think subconsciously it's a test. It's a test for people, so I can see who has integrity of character or not. What I'm finding is that, like I used to say to people, yo, I don't play games. But what I've discovered over the course of my life is that you either play or you get played. So I realized that even though I didn't consciously know I was playing, I was playing. And my ace in the hole seems to be, is that a term? Seems to be my ability to present that I'm an airhead, that I don't have any sense, right? I don't walk around gossiping. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to critique other people. I'm not trying to compare myself to anybody else, and I've said this several times. I don't have time for it. But just because I mind my own business and I'm trying to be kind to everybody doesn't make me stupid. Like this generation of people, I always say this is a very special generation of people. I hope that doesn't mean that this generation of people have no scruples. Like people assume that I'm not sensible because I'm not coming off like with guns ablazing. Every time I see some other woman, I'm like, oh, look at her. Who has time for that? There's too much going on in the world. There's too much going on in everybody's life to care what's happening with somebody else, right? So I have some people that I've encountered that move snaky. They've moved snaky. They've always moved snaky. But I don't say anything. I could address it. And maybe to be fair, I should be addressing a snake when I see the movements of a snake. Because even if I do know the snake is there, there's a chance that I could get bit. Even though I play like I don't know it's there, but I do know it's there, there's a chance that I could get bit. So really, maybe what the Lord is showing me is that when I see a snaky move, I should say, I see you're snaky. But what I'd like to do is to see how snaky people can be. And what I've discovered is that people can be really, really off, really vindictive, very sneaky, very, very cold, right? I could screenshot a message and send it and post it here. This chick, who I know fully well does not give a crap about me, is sending me messages under a number that I don't know, saying that I love you. How like the idea of supposedly being a Christian is pretending to be loving. Loving has nothing to do with words. You could be a mute and have no words, and people will know whether you're loving or not. So that situation was blocked and deleted like quick. I don't have time for the nonsense. I don't have time for foolishness. And I don't, this is the thing. I don't want to come into this to any situation with guns blazing. I really don't want to come into a situation saying that I don't have time for this, or I don't play games. I don't want to. So it's been much easier for me, less difficult for me to just keep to myself. I just find people play games too much, and then when things go wrong for them, they act like it's woe is me. What do they say? There's a saying that goes something about prizes. Stupid games get stupid prizes. Something like that. Stupid games get stupid prizes. I don't have time for I really don't have time for nonsense. I really don't. And I know what I want to present like. Okay, I know what my heart is like. I know how I like the world around me to be. And until I kind of find people who are like-minded and who want the world to be the way I see the world to be, it's easier for me just to walk in an isolated situation where I know my expectations for what's around me. I know how things should be clean. I know how I feel about gossip. I know how I feel about boundaries. I know how it feels about leaving a situation better than you found it. Those are all my theories about life. And if I'm around people who don't think like me, it's going to be constantly bickering and fighting, and I don't want that. So, to be fair, the officer that I saw today, I let them know straight. I'm going to give them a lie this time. I have the number for the body that oversees police officers. If this happens again, if I have another situation where someone is tracking me, someone is like following me, I know I'm being tracked. I know I'm being followed. I'm going to take pictures now. I'm going to do lives now. I'm going to take pictures of license plates now, because I still have this situation documented. I have the time on my app that I was using. This officer, I'm pretty sure I will see him again, unless he's from a different division. And I'm not going to hesitate to make sure that I'm covering myself, because someone said under the video that I posted that this guy, someone could have kidnapped me. This could have been someone who stole a police car and was just looking for someone to get. I hope that I didn't even think of that until the person said it, and I don't even want to think that way. I always say to my girls, I'm old meat. No one's gonna want me. You guys are the young ones. Like, why would someone want to kidnap me? They're always like, Mom, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Of course they're gonna. Anyway, that's an aside. So, like, back to what I was saying. It's like this situation kind of showed me that, like, people will see you and the way you conduct yourself. Just because I don't pick a fight every day. I don't challenge things. I let people dig themselves in a hole. I let people show me who they are. Like, sometimes I'm like, is this person really for real doing this? For real? For real? And then when I see that, yeah, this is what it is, done. Everyone has a right to live their life the way they want to live it. If you want to live your life in a way that there's always bickering and fighting, right? I'm not about that. God has big plan. I want the best for me. Okay, and God has already shown me what that could look like. And if in this stage of my life, I'm more than 50 years old. If at this stage of my life I'm inviting things and situations into my life that are not for my greater good, I have to deal with them. If I don't have to deal with them, then I don't have to deal. I will separate myself. But this particular officer, I know I've seen him before, and I most likely will see him again. And the next time that I see him, I will stop my run. I try to challenge myself every day to do a better time every day. But if this gentleman tries to run me off the road like he tried to do, there's regular people that didn't do this. An officer who's supposed to serve and protect is the one who I have to be concerned about. Tell me how this world's not upside down and like on its head. What a mess. What a mess. He should be ashamed of it. And not only that, he's a male. He's a male. Shame on him. Shame on him. So I told the officer when I went to the department, like I said the next, I said to him, I know the body that oversees you guys, and I will call again. But just so you know, I'm running again tomorrow, and I'll be running again the next day. And he was polite, and we parted ways. I feel like as much as I can be this way, I don't want to be this way. I don't want to be a monster. I don't want to be this way. And there's something to be said about doing things the way God intended. But this world's so upside down. There's no way I could have got married when I was younger, because all the guys I knew were jerks. They were all perverts. They were all self-serving, liars, manipulators. So how in the world could I possibly have had someone who I could submit to, someone who's a protector, provider when I was younger, when around me there was no one at that point? So I don't really feel bad about not having been married before. I only feel bad about letting someone sway me into putting myself in a situation where I would have children. That I bring children into this wicked, wicked world without a male to kind of oversee and to be a protector and a provider, right? Because I know myself. Anyone who's going to be in my life has to be a protector, provider, because I know myself. I'm not a wild child, but I'm out there. I'll speak a thing. But also to kind of be someone you can kind of sometimes relax and not have to fight every battle for yourself. Right. This is a battle that I felt that this officer took advantage of the fact that he's a male, he drives a police car, and that he didn't think I knew my rights. You don't have to know your rights to dig and find out what your rights are. It's not hard to find out what your rights are. You just go out there, and I always say I'm a Google this. Everything that I come across I don't know, I say I'm a Google this. And everyone that I talk to and say that, they say, what? Google doesn't have all the answers. Well, if everybody is encouraged to have a website, everyone's encouraged to put their information online, why would it not make sense to Google stuff? If I want to know something about the government, just Google it. And every country, I can do it for every country. I can do it for Jamaica, I can do it for Canada, I can do it for UK, I can do it for anywhere. Everyone has their information online. So the idea that it's silly to Google stuff is silly in itself. I feel as though I'm growing hair on my chest. I feel as though like I'm having to advocate for myself in a way that a male should be doing. And you know, the saddest part is that the males are not doing their part. The males want to be chased. The males want to be taken care of. The males want to be pampered. Like, this world is so flipping upside down. I don't want to say disgusted, but I'm just like, I've lost all faith in what is out here. You know, like, I really believe, like, just like in the Bible with Noah, the time of Noah, when the Lord said he regretted, was it now? Is it prophecy, or is it the time of Noah? I think it's now with the prophecy about Revelations. He regretted making us. I don't blame him. We suck. The people in general are backwards. Women are chasing men, demanding this and demanding that. Men are sitting back, providing as long as they're getting whatever they get off on from. It's just, to me, and this is not even just young people. These are grown people who are in positions of leadership, officers, clergy people, so priests, pastors, taking advantage of children, taking advantage of women. Honestly, there's not much you can do to prepare somebody for what's happening around us right now. Our world is so upside down. It's too bright. Maybe, yeah. Oh, that's too bright. Oh, God. Anyway, I'm ranting. This will be my last live of the night because let me wear my hat. That situation, it's funny. So when I went to the police station, you have to push the button to get in. I didn't realize that. So I went into the mall to look for a lady who sells clothes. She's her own business. She sells like name brand stuff, like really good stuff, at a good price, her and her daughter. And when I went in there, she was telling me that she keeps getting tickets from the police for her car. The police keeps telling her that her muffler's too loud. And I'm thinking, how the heck does he know her muffler's? Yeah, the muffler might be loud. She drives a Camaro. I think her Camaro is a 1960 something. What did she say? 1969 Camaro? Something old. Like she took me outside to see it. It's a pretty cool car. But the problem is that this community that we live in, both of us are familiar with, have a lot of people from a certain culture that drive like expensive cars. Like they drive like Tesla Jeeps, and I don't know if I saw Ferrari, but yeah, not Ferrari. I think I've seen a Jeep. I've seen Audis, you know, Mercedes, BMWs. They just parade through the parking lot. I don't know if they own these cars or if they rent them, but all I know is that they've targeted her and they ticket her because her muffler is supposedly too loud. Now I said to her, take it to court. Take it to court. And when you go to court, they probably won't even show up, because how are they gauging how loud the muffler is? I asked her, did you ever alter the car, like the muffler? And she said, no, this is how the car was bought. This is how the car is. So she took me outside and I looked at it. And yeah, sure enough, that looks like the original muffler. But the point is that this is a young woman trying to make ends meet. She's got her daughters and doing her own business. And these officers are supposed to be serving and protecting, and they are harassing her. So I said to her, you know what? Next time you get a ticket, take the ticket, set a date. If it's not thrown out, then make them show up and plead their case. If it is thrown out, you don't have to pay. Either way, I don't think she'll have to pay. This world is, I don't know. It's something else. I don't know what to say. I'm just so disgusted by what's happening on this on the globe right now. Pretty disgusted. Anyway, short live. I'm tired. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to probably do some more crunches because I'm getting to my goal. I'm meeting my goal. I can see it happening, and I really want to. I'm aiming for the end of the month to get this goal met. So I'm excited about that. Anyway, guys, I thank you for your support, supporting the channel, and I appreciate you so very, very much. That's never going to change. Until next time, be blessed. Remember, you are made marvelously. You are a special generation created for a very special time. All right, guys, love you.